Have you ever felt stuck, like you're standing at a crossroad with no idea of which way to go? Well, what if I told you that you don't need to have it all figured out in order to take your next step? Hey everybody, it's Coach Arnold. One of the best times to work with a coach is when you're feeling stuck, especially during a major life transition. People often come to coaches saying things like, I need to figure out my next career move, or I've got to figure out how to make more money. They're looking for their next big move and trying to map out their entire journey all at once. For bivocational leaders, this can feel even more intense. The stakes are high, and fulfilling your calling is a deeply important step. With so many options, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. These moments often come with a lot of pressure, and it's no surprise that making a decision can feel nearly impossible. Today, I want to help share one of the key strategies that I used to help clients move forward when they're navigating their big decisions. Instead of trying to figure out everything all at once, I help people focus on something much simpler and much more powerful. Just taking the next step. Not the next 5 years, not the complete career change, but just the next meaningful step. I call this my next steps process. Today I'm going to share 6 different types of steps that you can take. Each one moves you further to fulfilling your calling and having the type of impact that you want to have. Using these options will make decision making much more clear and less overwhelming. First, let's talk about taking a step out. This is about moving beyond your current circles or your current comfort zone. When considering stepping out as your next move, ask yourself a couple of questions. Are you feeling constrained by your current environment? Do people outside of your usual circles keep asking you for help or expertise? If you answer yes to some of these questions, you might need to take a step out. The beauty of stepping out is that it doesn't require a complete transformation. You might keep your current role while starting to offer your services to new audiences. You might maintain your existing business while exploring new markets. It's all about expansion and not abandonment. The next type of step you could take is taking a step in. Stepping in is often overlooked because it's subtle, but it can be incredibly powerful. This is about going deeper where you already are, about finding new opportunities within your current environment. When you want to think about should you take a step in, here are a couple things to consider. Do you see some untapped potential in your current role or your current organization? Are there problems around you that you know how to solve, but you haven't taken them on yet? Do you sense that there's more you could learn or contribute to where you are? Are there opportunities for growth that you have been hesitant to embrace? If so, you might need to take a step in. Stepping in is particularly powerful because it builds on existing foundations. You already understand the context, the relationships, and the challenges. You're not starting from scratch. You're leveraging what you already know. And that's how to create incredible value. Okay, let's talk about the next step, taking a step up. Stepping up is about increased commitment and intentionality in the areas where you're already involved. This isn't about doing new things. It's about doing current things with greater purpose and impact. You should consider taking a step up when you're already successful in an area, but operating below your potential. You may see opportunities to take more responsibility. You can take a step up when you're ready to move from a participant to a leader, or you want to deepen your impact in a field that you care about. The key difference between stepping up and other steps is that you're not changing direction. You're increasing your intensity. It's about saying, I'm going to do this better, stronger, with more focus and more commitment. Maybe it's time for you to take a step back. Taking a step back might sound like retreat, but it's actually about strategic positioning. This step is crucial for clarity and long-term success. Sometimes the best way to move forward is to temporarily take a step back. You might need to take a step back when you're feeling overwhelmed or you're feeling burnt out, when your decisions are reactive rather than strategic, when you need time to develop new skills or perspectives, when your current pace isn't sustainable, and when you need clarity about your next direction. Remember, stepping back isn't giving up, it's getting perspective. It's creating space for reflection and renewal. Often, this step leads to better decisions and stronger future moves. The next step you might want to take is a step down. Now, stepping down is perhaps the most misunderstood step. People often see it as a failure, but strategic stepping down can be a powerful move forward. This is about intentionally releasing responsibilities or roles that no longer serve your broader purpose. You should consider stepping down when your current role is preventing you from growing in areas that are more crucial to your calling. When you're holding on to something out of obligation rather than purpose. When you need to create space for new opportunities. When your energy would be better invested somewhere else. The key to stepping down successfully is recognizing that it's not about losing something. It's about creating space for something better. And then finally, there's stepping away. This is making a clean break. Now, while this might sound similar to stepping down, it's different. Stepping away is about complete disengagement. And complete disengagement is necessary at certain times. Here are a couple of examples when you should completely disengage. When a situation is no longer healthy or productive. When you've invested time and energy, but is not leading you where you need to go. When continuing would mean compromising your values or your well-being. When the cost of staying outweighs any potential future benefits. Most of the time, it will require courage to step away. The courage to step away often opens doors to entirely new opportunities that wouldn't be visible otherwise. Well, that's it. That's the next steps process. Success isn't about having your entire path figured out. It's about taking thoughtful, intentional steps in the right direction. Sometimes knowing what kind of step you need to take is enough to get you moving again. When you're feeling stuck about your next move, don't try to figure out your entire life path. Instead, ask yourself, which of these steps makes the most sense right now? Do you need to step out into new territory? Do you need to step up into something new? Do you need to step into greater responsibility? Do you need to step back for clarity? Do you need to step down from certain roles? Or do you need to step away completely? By focusing on just the next step rather than your entire journey, you reduce overwhelm. And most importantly, you start moving forward instead of staying stuck in analysis paralysis. Thank you for listening, and do me a favor. Please press the like button and subscribe to the channel to hear more. And remember this, I'm Coach Arnold. You are a bivocational leader. You are a champion, and I'm your biggest fan. I'll see you next time.